Silver and gold have left Earth's orbit and are on the way to the moon. What's a guy gonna do to keep stacking? Well, you're gonna get yourself another jar and you're gonna go penny picking. It's a beautiful night up here in Canada. The moon is out, so bring on the wolf. Let's hit the music. Evening everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It is a cold night up here in Canada and spot price is giving us a beating. Silver just went over $74 an ounce and gold just went over $5,800 an ounce. I think my stacking days are soon coming to an end, but I like stacking. I'm sure you like stacking too. So what do we do while the market keeps going up? Well, you can buy smaller pieces of silver, fractional pieces of gold, but even that's getting out of my budget. I don't want to say I'm on a budget because that would be generous. My budget's on a budget. But then I remembered good old copper. Now, a lot of people don't like copper or don't think stacking copper's a good choice. But hear me out here. These are pennies. Now, most of them are Canadian pennies, and a few Americans are in there as well, a couple Lincolns. But all of these are at least 95% copper or more. So, Canada's penny from 1908 to 1942 was 95.5% copper. Now, it gets even better. After 1942, all the way to 1996, they were 98% copper. So basically the melt value on these 1 cent is 3 cents. So you're tripling your money. Now, 3 cents, you'd need 100 pennies to make $3. But I'm sure you have the pennies laying around like I do. I found them in a can. I found them in a drawer. I found them in old piles of change with nickels and dimes. And I'm sure you have them somewhere in your house too. So go on a penny hunt. Start stacking them. Put them in a jar. You'd be surprised how fast they add up. And if you don't have any pennies, I'm sure your mom or dad do. And even better, I'm sure your grandfather and grandmother do, if you're lucky to still have them around. They love hoarding change in all kinds of different places. Ask them if you could go through their pennies. Ask them, maybe you'll have some 90% silver coins in there. It never hurts to look. I found these in my house and a whole bunch more, and they're all 95 to 98%. 1993, that's 98% copper right there. Get them in the jar. Now, for our American friends, it's a little different. The American pennies have to be 1982 or earlier, and they're 95% copper. But again, how many Lincolns do you have laying around? Now, the melt value on those as well is 3 cents. Now, Kitco today says in America, a pound of copper is $4.96. And I believe you need over 300 pennies to make a pound. But Canada, $6.97, so almost $7 for a pound of copper. And again, I didn't pay anything for this, and I'm not telling you to go out and buy copper. I'm just saying if you have it laying around, put it in a jar. Canada ended the penny in 2013. We no longer produce it, so all of the ones out there are all there is. Once they ended it, anything they had at the banks, they melted down. So you never know, they might go up in price. Again, I'm stacking for my daughter. I'm not talking about a year or two. I'm talking about 50 years from now. What's this going to be worth? So I'll put it in a jar and we'll see what happens. Remember those 20 for 20 coins I was showing you? Here's one that they launched in 2012 to say farewell to the penny. So they knew it was going, and they created this commemorative coin. And not only was it the end of the penny, it was the end of the 20 for 20s for this run. Now they did launch a few more special editions later on, but for right now, this was the last one of that original run. So let's see. So 1/4 ounce of silver, saying farewell to the penny. It's beauty. In my prior video, a fantastic subscriber named Benson Coins asked me about one of the coins I had in the background, so I thought I'd just show you this one as well. So Benson, this was from the Gold and Silver Pawn, aka on History Channel, the Pawn Stars, and a gentleman came in and sold all his silver, and they melted it all down and they made these coins of the old man. Now, as soon as I saw that episode, I went to the website, got the coin, got it mailed to me at a very, very, very high premium and high shipping cost. But here we go, Benson. Now, Benson's a great guy. I'm going to put his YouTube link down in the comments. And I also want to give a shout out to someone called 7 Stacks. She's a wonderful lady, and she posted today that she is almost at the 1,000 subscribers. So I'm asking all of you good people to go over to her channel. I'll leave it in the comments as well. Subscribe to her channel. Let's get her over that 1,000 mark. Let's help her reach her goals, okay? We're a good community here, the silver stacking community. We're small, but we're mighty. And before I go, let's bring out the jar. We are well over 1 ounce, on our way to 2 ounces. And today, we're gonna get Mr. Washington back. Another beautiful eagle. I love these coins. And George. Now this is a 1946, 90% silver. And 1946 was the same as the dime that my dad put in there. So the war just ended. This was minted. And off we went. And here he goes, on to his next journey. All right, guys. I'm going to say have a good, wonderful night. I'm going to keep myself busy. And a happy Thanksgiving to all my friends in Canada and around the world. Happy Sunday. Have yourself a wonderful night. We'll see you next time. I'm going to bed.